Very windy, and it's caused some trouble too. There's been some power outages and internet going down at different places. As we found out.
Yeah, I know. There has been some issues with the wind, and we've had wind gusts over 40 miles an hour in parts of the state, especially out to the west. And we've had Marty Logan and Valcaster out as well monitoring the situation. We've had several small wildfires out there today, and the shot that you're seeing, Marty Logan shot, they do have a small wildfire out in Major County, so they're getting a handle on that. They have several fire trucks, lots of crew out on that, so some good news there. Val and Amy Castor, they're out in El Reno, and they're watching it, and everything's nice and quiet for the time being. Let's go ahead and go to Links 1, show you what's going on. So again, Val, he's out near El Reno. Things are quiet around I-40, but Marty, he's up there in parts of Major County, and again, he is going to continue to watch what's going on up there. Things seem to be okay for now. It looks like the crews are definitely on it. Wind gusts today made it up to 52 miles an hour in Enid. Lots of gusts to near 50, if not a little bit over in western Oklahoma. So extremely windy today. The winds come down a little bit since then. This is our Chickasha camera, but our Pike Pass Skycam network, mostly cloudy, still pretty warm, 65 degrees. The south wind right now at 19 miles an hour. Temperatures, or wind gusts rather, anywhere between about 10 to as much as around 25 to at times, well, 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts out there in the far western half of the state. So temperatures, because of the wind, still in the 60s for many of us, but we still have that 70 degrees out there, some upper 60s, so kind of lingering across the Red River. Big picture showing we do have this frontal boundary in the panhandle, and out ahead of it, very warm and windy, but by tomorrow afternoon and evening, it's going to make its way across the state, and eventually temperatures will come down a little bit by the time we get into Friday. But tomorrow still looks nice and mild for most of us. Temperatures back in the 60s, not nearly as warm as today, but low 60s, which is still pretty good. Things look pretty quiet, though. It looks like most of the rain with this particular wave is going to be just east of Oklahoma. Kind of the same thing on Friday. Any rain chances that we do get are primarily going to be east of I-35. It's also going to be in far southeast Oklahoma, where we could see some precipitable rain, so maybe around 1/10 of an inch, if anything at all, really. But this weekend, it looks drier. It does look milder. So if you have any New Year's plans, the weather looks fantastic for that. As we get into Monday, we're going to watch a stronger storm move in, and it looks like it's going to bring a much better chance of rain and possibly a few storms, at least across central and eastern Oklahoma. That's changed quite a bit over the past couple of days, so we're going to continue to watch that and fine-tune it. But as that departs, it looks like behind it, it will be a little bit more chilly, with temperatures dropping into the upper 40s, so we don't have a big-time cold spell on the way, which is also some good news. Tonight, dropping down to about 43 degrees in Oklahoma City, 43 in Ponca City, holding on to those 50s in the eastern half of the state. Tomorrow, here comes a cold front out ahead of it. We're going to have a strong south to southwest wind, not nearly as strong as today, but still pretty windy. 62 in Oklahoma City, mid and upper 60s across the south, and 50s behind the front. Tomorrow afternoon, a slight to moderate chance of rain in the far eastern half of the state by Friday afternoon. Now we've got more of a northeast wind between about 5 to 10, so a lot lighter. 53 degrees in Oklahoma City, low to mid 50s across the north, upper 50s and low 60s across the south. Friday afternoon, the chance for rain will still be there, but generally it is going to be fairly low in the east and southeast half of the state. By Saturday, everyone looks dry, partly cloudy and mild for December. Temperatures in the upper 50s and low 60s and mid 60s showing up in the southeast. So for the rest of your New Year's Eve weekend, by midnight, if you have any plans, going to be just fine. It looks dry, it looks partly cloudy. Temperatures only dropping down to in the mid 40s by about midnight. But by New Year's Day, we're going to be back in the low to mid 60s. For Monday, still 60s with a chance of rain and storms behind it. Chilly, but not terribly cold.